Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because this is only 5 minutes long, where a normal Reiki session with me does last for an hour or thereabouts at least. So, this is just a temptation, a taste, just a little tiny smidgen of Reiki for you to get some kind of exposure to it and an idea for it, and just for you to know that it's out here, it's available, and that it's helpful. So we're going to do 5 minutes of Reiki, followed by 5 minutes of questions where you guys get to ask whatever's on your heart or on your mind. And I will bring out my tarot deck, one of my tarot decks, and I'll use my psychic abilities and come out with some nice solid answers that'll help you move forward productively during your life for whatever this decision might happen to be, whether it's something little or something big. All right, so we're going to start with the Reiki. So for Reiki, first of all, what is Reiki? Reiki is universal life force energy. And so, in a Reiki session, or in this case, a Reiki micro session, your Reiki person, in this case, a Reiki master, is channeling universal life force energy, AKA Reiki energy, into your aura and into your body. And that Reiki has a wonderful intelligence of its own. So, it goes in and finds whatever obstacle it needs to start to dissolve so that you can move forward more productively. So I don't know what you all need. I don't know what kind of obstacles you need to dissolve. I don't know what your goals or your targets are. So I'm going to leave this intention really open. I'm going to ask the Reiki to work on whatever is for each of your highest and best interest for each of you as individuals. If you have something more specific that you want to point the Reiki towards, feel free to adjust that intention for yourself. But in the meanwhile, let's just get this Reiki started, shall we? Happy Sunday, everybody. We're starting Reiki at 26 after the hour. That means we'll finish it up at 31 after the hour. Glad to see you all in the room. Thank you for all the wonderful thumbs ups before we even got the Reiki going. You guys are on the ball. Fantastic. Ronan, hey, hey, I am fantastic, my dear. How are you? Glad to see you here today. Shakoya, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here, my dear. How is your mom doing, Shakoya? Lori. I've been here. I missed yesterday. I took a day off yesterday, but I've been here every day for a while. JJB, how are you, my dear? Lori, how are you? How's everybody doing today? By the way, while we're here, does anybody have any questions about Reiki? This is a fantastic time to get those questions answered if you want to. Okay. I think about her quite often. I wonder how she's doing. For the Reiki, are breathing techniques involved? No. You can layer those in if you want to, but that's definitely something additional. So people will add things to the Reiki. I know practitioners who do. I don't think it's necessary. I've been using the Reiki a while and seen some pretty miraculous stuff. Have you met your twin flame? That would be something for like in the question and answer period, JJB. Good morning, Ms. Queen, Universe, Love, Goddess, Woman. Glad to have you in the room. Foreigner, Israelite. Well, we've got two Israelites in the room today. Do you think those angels are going to wage attacks on me and my people in this room? Or is that just your Reiki intention? All right, so what was I saying about Reiki? We have, I lost my train of thought there. Breathing techniques are not. I do know Reiki practitioners and Reiki masters who add crystals to their Reiki, and they add bells and sounds to their Reiki. But Reiki does not involve any of that, actually. It is strictly about the energy and channeling the energy. They belong to the true living God, Yahweh, Basham. I've never heard him called Basham, Christ. Let's see. Well, I'm assuming that they do. I'm asking if you think you're having those angels attack me. That's what I'm asking about. Because I happen to believe in the one true living God. And I believe the Reiki comes from the one true living God. So I'm not exactly afraid of the angels. I think they're on my side too. We're having fun today, aren't we, guys? 4 minutes of Reiki. We've got 1 more minute to go. Every once in a while, something interesting happens in the room, huh? But, when somebody comes in that just really is ignorant about what it is they think they're attacking, this is an opportunity for us to show them love and to show them that we're not whatever it is that they've been taught we are. All right, so we've got 5 minutes of Reiki. Let's go ahead and wrap that up. And now they do definitely need love. They're pretty lost. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start taking questions. Let me set my timer. You guys go ahead and put in the questions, whatever is on your mind or on your heart, and I'll see what I can do for you in 5 minutes. Those of you who still end up with questions that you would like answered and you don't want to do them like in a public space like this, or if you want to do them, if we just don't make it within the 5 minutes, you can always get a 1-question reading off of my website later on if you want, or a 2-question, or a live reading. Thank you, JJB. I don't pull cards anymore. Nowadays, what we do is we ask people to go ahead and ask specific questions. So, Ronan, would I be able to get an afternoon job during the month of May? Will Roman be able to, not Roman, will Ronan be able to get an afternoon job during this month, before this month is over? Let's find out. You've got an absolute yes, my dear. Yes, 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 yes. It looks to me like you're going to be definitely making a change to get this afternoon job. And it also looks like this afternoon job may be something that you've walked away from in the past, or in an industry that you've walked away from in the past. Something. Industry area, something. So that was Ronan. Messages from Spirit for Universe Love today. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to say, super chats are never required, but always appreciated. Message from Spirit for Universe Love. What would you like to say to her today? 3 cards they're telling me for you, my dear. Okay. 10 of Wands. If you look at this card, especially the 10 of Wands, he looks like he's just about staggering under this burden, and he can't even see the whole burden that he's carrying. And it looks like there's waves from the ocean fixing to come in. Waves to me talk about cycles of time, so, and this person is not even aware where he is in the cycle of time. So this is carrying burdens. And to me, it implies that you've been carrying some burdens, my dear, that you've been carrying them. I think it's because it's been so long. They've just been gradually stacking up one on the other, on the other, on the other, to the point that now you don't even realize how many burdens you're carrying. You can't even see them anymore because you're blind to them, because they've just become a part of your everyday life. And the times, they are a change, and look at that wave rolling in. There's only so much longer you're gonna be able to carry these burdens before this whole thing is just gonna knock you off of your feet. So you're really overburdened right now, and a lot of these burdens that you're overburdened with are things that have come up over time and have taken so long to come up that, they're just gradually to the point that if you start looking around right now, you're like, "Well, where did these even I don't ugh, how did I end up so burdened down?" So that's the blindfold, okay? So where are these burdens coming from? Here we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is because there's somebody that you're Knight of Wheels in this deck, excuse me. But this is because there's somebody that you're interacting with that you're doing everything, 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 and they're receiving everything, everything, everything. There's no reciprocation going on here. And so, as there's no reciprocation, this burden stack just keeps getting heavier and heavier. All right. Advice here comes with the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands talks to me about really brainstorming, thinking about, okay, how can we handle this situation? And sometimes the solutions are a little bit chaotic. Sometimes they're not normal. They're outside of what people would consider normal solutions. But it's time to start brainstorming because look who's carrying all these wands in this card. Everybody has one wand. Look, here, you have all the wands. See the difference? You'd have to start brainstorming about how to get people to carry their own wands, how to carry their own responsibilities, so that when this wave rolls in, you're just not knocked on your ass and getting injured by all these wands that you're carrying. Okay? So that's for you, Universe Love. Sequoia, a lot of extensive medical testing next week. Will they finally figure out what's wrong with me? Will Sequoia's medical personnel finally be able to tell Sequoia what is wrong with her after all of this extensive testing next week? You're quite welcome, my dear, quite welcome. La da da da. Well, I think you're just going to be wowed by everything that this extensive medical testing shows here. Mm-mm. Actually, I think what's going to come out of this is they're not going to be able to tell you what's wrong, but they are going to want to do more tests. So here's what I'm looking at. Here's what I'm looking at, Sequoia. King of Cups in reverse. This is you're not very happy with those results. World in reverse. This is something that you thought was going to be ideal, but has missed the mark. No cigar Sam. Okay. Four of Cups in reverse. This means that, okay, this has been disappointing, but there's new opportunities showing up here. And I feel like this is more the doctor's viewpoint. Well, this is disappointing, but there's new opportunities here. Ace of Coins in reverse. This is giving somebody a second chance. So this is telling somebody, this is telling those doctors, oh, you see that there's new opportunity. Okay, well, let me let you try again, even though you've actually really pissed me off because you told me you were going to tell me something and now you can't tell me jack. Excuse my words, but this is like how this message is coming through for me. It's just very strong. And here's your options. Here's what they tell you could be wrong. Well, we don't really know. There's a lot of things that it could be right now. We have to do more testing to figure this out. And what I really think behind all this is, how deep is your pocketbook? How good of insurance do you have? This whole thing, this whole answer to your question has me really pissed off. I know you probably can't tell it in my tone, but yeah, I'm not liking it. I feel like these people are, first of all, opportunists, and second of all, quacks. And if I was you and it was me, I don't think that I would go back to this doctor after these test results come in. I think what I would do is I would say, thank you very much. And I would try to find a new doctor and try to get a second opinion and have somebody start over fresh trying to figure out what's wrong. Because um, if this is the end result after you've had extensive testing, is that, well, there's lots of things it could be, that's a problem. Okay. So that timer went off while I was answering Shakoya's question. So that's going to be the last question that I answer today. You're quite welcome, JJ. Thank you for stopping by, my dear. Ronan, you're welcome. Universe Love, I already answered a question for you. And God bless you too, Ronan. You're quite welcome, Universe Love. Okay. All right. Well, that was interesting. The whole day was interesting. The Reiki was interesting with the angels attacking who knows who over what. And then a question that actually pissed me off. The question did, the answer did. This was an interesting day. Thank you all for being here and for spending some of your precious time with me. I do appreciate it. Thank you also for the thumbs ups, the likes, and the shares on this video. And of course, thank you to all of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions and who are doing super chats when you can. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling day. And if I don't see you back here for a private between now and then, I will see you all back on the next video. Peace out. Shakoya, you should go. Here's what I'm going to say. I just saw your little comment there right before I clicked off. What I would do if it was me is I would pull out cards and I would be looking at every doctor before I even went to them. Is this a good doctor for me? Is this the doctor I need to go to? You know, and if you pull cards, start doing that for yourself. It's an advantage to be able to have cards that you can read. If you don't have that availability, you know, then utilize somebody like me. It doesn't have to be me, but utilize somebody like me who can pull cards in, who can read for you accurately so that you can go to a doctor that actually is able to find a solution for you. Because this is way too long for this to be going on. That's 5 years. That's 5 years of your life. That's crazy. You have to be able to find somebody who can find some answers. All right. So anyway, I'm going to take off. Everybody have a great day. Peace out.